learners, we are going to see next session in the name of SNIA report from storage virtualization in cloud. So this session is going to explicitly state the SNIA report, which is termed as Storage Networking Industry Association. So we are going to discuss about this particular case study report. So according to this report, it is stated as it is nothing but an act of hiding, abstracting, isolating the internal functions of a storage or a service from applications, host computers, or general network resources for the purpose of enabling some applications and network independent management of storing the data. Learners, could you remember some sort of examples of storage virtualization, or do you know some examples related to storage virtualization? Here are the examples, some of the listed examples. LUNs is called as logical numbers, LV is logical volumes, and RAID groups. These are going to be the objects of storage virtualization. So this is SNIA taxonomy, storage virtualization. This storage virtualization is something which is going to have three sort of questions termed to be as what is created, where it is created, how it is implemented. We have already seen that it will be created like block wise, disk wise, library wise, file wise, and other device virtualization. In this taxonomy, it has been separated as these sort of list termed to be as block. Disk can also be virtualized. Tapes, libraries, tape drives can also be virtualized. File systems, files record can also be virtualized, and other devices can also be virtualized. So these are the things what could be virtualized inside the storage virtualization of SNIA taxonomy. Where it is done, generally it can be done in host, network, and storage arrays. Already we all know that. It is again repeated with SNIA taxonomy. Host-based virtualization, server-based virtualization. It could be done in network-based virtualization also. It could be done in storage device-based or storage array-based also. How it is? It can be done with in-band and out-of-band. So already we have discussed briefly about what is in-band and what is out-of-band. So in-band, all the data and control flow will happen within the band. But in out-of-band, it will hold separate path for data and separate path for control. So this is the residence architecture of how the storage virtualization can be present in SNIA report. So you are having three components termed to be a server, then subsystems, storage arrays. Here a protocol will helpful from everything. It will go with transmission, it can go with conversion, it can go with protection as well. So the virtualization can reside in server as well as it can reside in protocol converter, as well as it can also reside in storage arrays. These are the levels. So with residence, the levels can be fixed. Server, it can have some sort of functionality in terms of path management, volume management, and replication. These are the functions which could happen inside server. The next one is storage network. Path can be redirected, zoning can be happened inside access control, and load can be balanced by means of trunking. The next one is storage arrays. Volume management, that is termed to be as logical unit number. So volumes can be managed. Then control can be accessed. Then it can also be replicated. Then it can go ahead with RAID arrays. Block level. So block level virtualization can happen with physical disk or disk structure. So physical disk is nothing but a fixed size, bounded performance. It can go ahead with breakages occasionally. So this is termed to be as block virtualization. This physical disk will be virtualized. So it can be called as virtual disks. So the main features of virtual disks are, it will be large when compared to physical disk. It is small, or as many as users. It is also need some sort of performance. Scaling up or down would be happen. As reliable as users and applications need can grow. It can shrink or it can be morphed depending upon the need. So this is the shared model of SNIA. So this SNIA will have two layers, block layers and file level layers. So file level will happen with host or host with LVM or host with no LVM. LVM is called to be as a logical volume manager, which will take care of all the logical volumes present inside the environment. Then next on storage network. Then next comes block layer where the disks will be present. Aggregation of this particular virtualization can happen with host level, network level, and device level. First is done with subsystems, that is called SM storage arrays. Virtualization can happen in this storage arrays. It is called a subsystem based virtualization. Here the abstraction is implemented in the storage device. It will support with heterogeneous hosts, tiered storage. It can go ahead with matured industry and products. Performance will be improvised. It will be stable and reliable. Security is less concerned in this type of phenomenon. Then provisioning can happen in pre-host and subsystems as well. Virtualization can mainly happen in subsystems. We are abstracting the storage device. Next is host-based virtualization. This virtualization is the one where it can be done in host side. Provisioning is also still in pre-host only. The condition is, here also we are having three components: server, protocol converter, storage arrays. Abstraction is implemented in servers, typically in logical volumes, that is called as LVMs. It starts to utilize all the SAN capabilities. Features is, whenever we are depending upon host-based virtualization, we are going to go with heterogeneous subsystems. Multiple storage arrays are present in this environment. File system coupling could be done. Online growth, re-layouting of everything, snapshots could be performed in host-based systems. So this is called to be as host-based virtualization. In the network, it is of two methods. One is in-band, another one is out-of-band. So obviously inside network, virtualization can happen with network. So network will be connected to three components as well: host, converter, subsystems. So anywhere the virtualization can happen because network is connecting all the three components. Provisioning will be done in data center only. So provisioning is done in data center. So features is, it is going to support heterogeneous storage, heterogeneous host. One pole is going to have all the storage medias. Caching can happen inside the network as well. SAN capabilities have been பார்த்தோம்னா host wise, device wise. This is in-band. Particularly with sort of switches, whenever we are stating it as switches, either it can go with fiber channel or ether switches. You can plug and play from host perspective. So virtualization can be done in host, in switches, or in subsystems. It is network. So provisioning is going to happen in data centers, which is it is going to support heterogeneous storage as well as heterogeneous host. When going ahead with out-of-band, which is inherently different from in-band. Provisioning will happen in data center. Virtualization can be done in host, storage, or subsystems or switches. It is out of band. You want to go with two sort of path. One is data path, another one is control path. Each will be separated. So control will be separated from the data path. So here address mapping is very essential because data should be mapped with the corresponding control flow. So you are going to have the separate box. You are going to have some sort of in-host inside your environment. Features is data center management should be done. You are going to have shorter data IO path, but more complex interaction. Lightweight compared to full volume manager. Because it is stating that it is complex interaction, because address mapping core, we should have one path, we should have all the interconnections. So traffic will be more, complexity will be improvised or increased. Applications or appliance will not be present in data path. You sometimes may or may not need agent software on each host. Agent will take care of everything on behalf of host. If we are in need, we can have it. Or if we are not in need, we can exclude it. We are going to have a separation of data from the control path. This is out of band. Summarizing this SNIA report of storage utilization, we have seen this SNIA taxonomy, which explicitly state what it is, what storage utilization is inside SNIA. Thank you, learners.